English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. ABCDEFGH, I want A+ English.
Hi everybody and welcome to A+ English. I'm Pat.
And I'm Elsie.
So we are in typhoon season right now in August. Okay, we don't know when the next one will come. So that leads to our warm-up question. What do you do to prepare for a typhoon?
我都做什么来准备台风天呢？ I'll get first aid kit and essential medications. 急救箱和药品是需要的。
Good idea.
Flashlights and extra batteries are needed too.
Okay.
手电筒和备用电池。再来就是 most importantly, 最重要的是 keep at least a 3-day supply of water and food.
Yeah, those are very good points. I will probably add to that a 3-day supply of nappies. Because that's a very important requirement. If I run out of nappies for my son in the middle of a typhoon, it is going to be quite difficult.
True.
Yeah, I will make sure I have enough food, water, particularly maybe get in some extra bottled water in case we run out or something.
Yeah.
Make sure our filters that we use are still up to date. And that's about it, really. I'll make sure I've got no clothes hanging up outside. Got to take those in case they blow away.
They will be blown away.
Exactly, get something else in them. But that is really about all unless the news says, like, this is a massive typhoon and it's coming right onto Taipei, in which case I might think about some other stuff like blocking windows to make sure we don't get... Yeah, well, I'm not going to be going outside, put it that way. But this article is about being super prepared, not just for typhoons, but for other emergencies and the things you'll need. So let's read through our article on how to prepare an emergency bag.
How to prepare an emergency bag. Warm-up question. What do you do to prepare for a typhoon?
Emergencies like earthquakes and typhoons often happen in Taiwan. You should prepare an emergency supply kit for your home. Follow these tips. Put drinking water, cans of food, batteries, and other things in the bag. Check the bag's contents once every 6 months. Don't forget any special supplies for pets, babies, or elders. Keep the emergency kits at your office or school and in your car, too. You must be able to get to the bag quickly. Practice opening and using the emergency bag with the other people in your home. Now you'll be ready for the next emergency. Earthquake. Earthquake. The earthquake shook the house and made the pictures fall off the walls. The earthquake shook the house and made the pictures fall off the walls. Prepare. Prepare. Heather prepared egg salad and later put it on bread to make sandwiches. Heather prepared egg salad and later put it on bread to make sandwiches. Check. Check. You should check your car's lights before you drive at night. You should check your car's lights before you drive at night. Forget. Forget. Forget, forgot, forgotten. I forgot my coat at home, so I'm very cold today. I forgot my coat at home, so I'm very cold today.
认识
Emergency. Contents. Elder.
The article starts by saying emergencies like earthquakes and typhoons often happen in Taiwan. So all of this article is about preparing for an emergency. An emergency is any situation where you need to act at once. An emergency is unexpected, serious, and dangerous. And if you don't do something immediately, things will get a lot worse.
Emergency 它指的就是紧急状况，所以呢，有的时候你走在路上会看到一个招牌上面写 ER， 它指的就是 emergency room， 也就是医院的急诊室。那复数形呢是去掉字尾的 y 加上 ies 变成 emergencies. Typhoon is one of the emergencies that happened in Taiwan. Earthquakes too.
Yep, earthquake and typhoon, the natural disasters. So we know about typhoons and at least you get a few days warning before they hit.
Yeah.
But earthquakes, let's take a look at those. The word earthquake, E-A-R-T-H-Q-U-A-K-E, earthquake is a noun and it's our first word power word. An earthquake is when the ground moves beneath our feet due to the movements of the plates underneath Earth's surface. To us, earthquakes feel like shaking. Some earthquakes are small, but others are large and terrible, causing buildings to fall down, cities to lose power, and people to die. So we could say, the earthquake shook the house and made the pictures fall off the walls. The earthquake shook the house and made the pictures fall off the walls.
Earthquake 就是地震啦。那例句说呢，这场地震摇动了这间房子，让墙上的照片掉落下来。那课文说到的是呢，台风和地震都是会发生在台湾的紧急状况。So what can we do when these emergencies happen?
Often not much, maybe just find a safe place. But you can give yourself the best chance of surviving a bad emergency. Our article says you should prepare an emergency supply kit for your home. Let's take a look at the word prepare, P-R-E-P-A-R-E, prepare, which is a verb, and today's next word power word. To prepare for something means to get ready for that thing before it happens. We prepare for an exam by looking at our notes, remembering all the important details, and taking practice questions. We prepare for a vacation by booking a hotel and train tickets, getting money for another country, and finding our passports. Here in the article, however, we're using prepare as a transitive verb. When used this way, to prepare means to make something ready to be used, like you could prepare a meal, prepare an emergency kit, and so on. So we could say, Heather prepared egg salad and later put it on bread to make sandwiches. Heather prepared egg salad and later put it on bread to make sandwiches.
Prepare 这个动词呢，代表准备。那在我们的课文和例句当中，它都当一个及物动词来使用哦，所以后面直接加上受词就可以了。那例句说的是呢 ，Heather 她准备了鸡蛋沙拉，然后将它放在面包上做成三明治。那课文呢，里面还有提到一个是 emergency supply kit， 这个指的是紧急避难套组。这边的 supply 可以把它解释为供给、供应的意思。那我们呢，应该在家里面准备一个紧急避难套组。
So now the article will give us help preparing this. It says, follow these tips.
What's the first one?
Tip 1 is put drinking water, cans of food, batteries, and other things in the bag. In fact, we do have a full list of things which we'll give after we reach the end of these tips.
OK， 所以呢，这边提到的是将饮用水、罐头食物和电池准备好在袋子里面。要罐头食物的原因是我们需要 non-perishable food， 也就是不易变质的食物。
So tip 2 is check the bag's contents once every 6 months. Let's look at the word check, C-H-E-C-K, check, which is a verb and the next of today's word power words. To check something means to make sure something is correct or in an okay condition. You should check your homework for mistakes, you can check Google for a fact, check a website to see what time a restaurant opens, and more stuff like that. You could also check on a person to make sure they're okay. What the word means in our sentence is to make sure the bag has everything you need and that all the items in it still work. Here's another example like that. You should check your car's lights before you drive at night. You should check your car's lights before you drive at night.
Check 这个动词呢，指的是检查。那例句说，晚上开车之前，你应该先检查车子的灯。So the article reminds us to check the bag's contents.
That's right. The contents of something is what is in it. We often talk about a bag's contents, but we could also say a book's contents. So what is in the book, what it's about, or the contents of anything like a box, a carton, a jar, a bottle, and more.Contents
这个字呢，它是很复数的哦，那代表的是内容物。And we should do that once every 6 months, right?
That's right. Once means one time, and every 6 months means one time. You check it once, then wait around 6 months. You don't need to be exact. Then check it again, and so on. So basically, once or twice, at least a year, you check your bag.
那我们讲到次数的时候呢，就有特别的用法咯。那这边是每6个月去检查那个袋子一次，一次是 once， 2次 twice， 3次 3 times， 4次 4 times， 以此类推。那时间呢，后面你可以去改变它 every hour 每个小时 every day 每天 every week 每周 every month 每个月 every year 每年。所以像是每周3次的话，我们会说 3 times every week。每年2次的话呢，会是 twice every year。那课文则是提醒我们要每6个月检查一次袋子里面的内容物。
So now for tip 3, which is don't forget any special supplies for pets, babies, or elders. So that's what's the one important for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm elder and I have a baby.
You have a baby.
And before we explain this, let's look at the word forget. F-O-R-G-E-T, forget. It's an irregular verb and the form is forget, forgot, forgotten. Let's look at some more details in our final word power word section. To forget something means to not remember it. You need to do something, but you don't. Or you might need to have a fact in your mind for a test, but that fact doesn't stay there, and now you don't know what it is. You forgot it. Here's another example. I forgot my coat at home, so I'm very cold today. I forgot my coat at home, so I'm very cold today. What this means is you left your coat at home, you didn't remember to bring it with you.
Forget 这个动词呢，代表的是遗忘或是忘记带。那当然它的相反就是 remember。那例句说呢，我把我的外套忘在家里面了，所以我今天觉得很冷。所以有的时候呢，我们要说，你不要忘记去做某件事情哦。我们会说 don't forget to do something。那它就等于 remember to do something.
Exactly. And here we're saying remember to put in things that your pets, babies, or the elders might need. Elders means older people, usually those over 60 or 65. Older people might not be able to move as easily or may need some special medicine they take, so make sure these things are in your emergency bag.
Elder 当作名词使用，代表长者长辈。那给长辈们婴儿或是宠物的 special supplies 也不能忘记哦。这边的 supplies 它是一个复数型的名词，代表生活上的必需品跟日用品。
The next tip is keep the emergency kits at your office or school and in your car too.
再来呢，就是要将紧急避难套组放在像是办公室、学校和车上等等的地方。So you need kits in several places.
That's right, because you don't know where you'll be when there's an emergency like this. You could be at work, you could be driving, and the location is important. Our next tip is you must be able to get to the bag quickly. Must is a modal verb used to mean the same as have to. This is something important that you don't have a choice about.
Must 它是一个助动词哦，所以后面呢必须要加上原形动词。那文章这边加的原形动词是 be 这个字。Be able to do something 代表是能够做某事，所以呢你一定要能够快速的取得这个袋子。
And this tip continues, practice opening and using the emergency bag with the other people in your home. So as we see here, the verb practice is followed by a gerund, a verb in a V-ing form. So we don't say practice to do something, we say practice doing something.
同学们要特别注意哦 ，practice 是练习，练习做某事，你后面加的动作要是动名词。Practice opening and using the bag 代表就是你要和家人一起练习打开和使用这个袋子。And are we ready now?
Basically, yes. The article finishes by saying, now you'll be ready for the next emergency.
这样下次紧急状况发生的时候，你就已经准备好了。
Now we're going to give a list of what you should put in an emergency bag, or things you should think about putting in. There are some items that you could go without depending on space or whether you really need the items. So here is our emergency supply kit.
也就是我们的紧急避难套组。
A 3-day supply of drinking water.
3天份的饮用水。
A 3-day supply of non-perishable food.
3天不易变质的食物。
A flashlight.
手电筒。
A radio.
收音机。
Batteries.
电池数颗。
A whistle.
口哨。
A first aid kit.
急救箱。
Personal medicines.
个人药品。
Eyeglasses or contact lenses.
眼镜或隐形眼镜。
Photocopies of important documents.
重要文件影本。
Warm clothes, a jacket, a raincoat, and a dust mask.
保暖衣物、外套、雨衣与防尘口罩。
A blanket, a towel, and a sleeping bag.
毯子、毛巾跟睡袋。
Toilet paper, wet tissues, and garbage bags.
卫生纸、湿纸巾还有垃圾袋。
An extra copy of house keys.
额外一副住家钥匙。
A Swiss Army knife.
瑞士刀。
Cash.
现金。
Okay, so that is all the stuff you could think about putting in. You'd probably have quite a big bag if you used all of this. So I guess there may be some things you think, what's more important, this or this? What do I really need? What could I go without? And so on. You could change it every 6 months. You might not need the warm stuff in summer. You might not need other things in winter. So now let's go to our magic box and then come back for our review time activity.
Magic Box 找亮点。
Hello， 大家好，我是 Peggy。虽然呢，我个人不是基督徒，不过大家有没有听过伊甸园的圣经故事呢？这故事其实是这样哦。伊甸园里面有一棵树，上面有结果实，亚当和夏娃快乐的活在里面，想做什么就做什么。唯一的条件就是不可以吃那个果实。Adam and Eve must never eat the fruit。后来的故事大家都知道了，毕竟规则就是用来打破的嘛，不然故事怎么说下去呢？好，先不管他们吃了这颗禁果之后发生了什么事情，今天要来教大家怎么说一定、必须、绝对的说法。那我刚刚也说了，上帝把亚当和夏娃放在伊甸园里面，然后跟他们说啊，你们做什么都可以，就是绝对不可以吃那个水果哦。You must never eat the fruit， 或者是 You mustn't eat the fruit 都可以。这边的 must。M-U-S-T 是一个助动词，它是用来表达必须的意思。后面呢，直接接可以或不可以做的事情的那个动词就好了。那我们再来造个句子吧。You must wash your hands before you eat。吃东西之前一定要洗手。那我们其实也学过其他表达应该和必须的字啊，像是 have to 啊，或是 should 啊，或是 need。这些字跟 must 又有什么不一样呢？首先呢，就词性上来说 have 和 need 当作必须的时候是一般动词，所以后面呢必须加个 to 才可以接动词。例如 I have to finish my homework before I can play video games。 我要先做完作业才可以打电动。 We need to clean up the mess before mom comes back。 我们要在妈妈回来之前把脏乱打扫干净。而 should 和 must 一样，都是助动词，后面可以直接接动词，所以我们也可以说 Adam and Eve should not eat the fruit， 或者是 People should wear face masks on public transportation。 人们在大众运输工具上应该要戴口罩。那就程度上来说 must 的必须比 should 或是 have to 其实是强烈很多，所以大家平常在讲话的时候呢，语气没有那么强烈，还是比较常用 have to 或者是 should。
否则会显得有点咄咄逼人啦。最后再介绍一个除了必须以外的 must 的意思。must 它其实也可以拿来当做肯定的推测的意思，比如说你在派对上认识了一个新朋友，但你发现你早就听过这个人，你就可以说 Oh, you must be Emma. I've heard so much about you. 你一定是 Emma 吧？我听过很多关于你的事哦。这时这边的 must 就是来表示说你一定是这样子的人的意思。像这样的肯定推测的 must 其实也是很常用到的。最后 you must practice using the word must. 你一定要练习用看这个 must。我们来看看这个句子吧。你签名以前一定要仔细阅读合约，这件事真的非常非常重要，所以请大家要用 must 来翻译这个句子。The answer is, you must read a contract carefully before you sign it. 你答对了吗
？Wait for it. It's review time. 复习时间到喽。
Okay, so in today's review time, we're going to review some of the things we're going to put in an emergency supply bag using a memory game, where Elsie and I will add one item at a time and see if we can remember them all. And to make it more interesting, I'm going to hide the piece of paper with all my list on. So,
I'm not going to do that.
All right, so in my emergency bag, which I will prepare, I will put in my personal medicines.
你要放个人药品。Okay, so you put your personal medicines in, and I'll put a whistle in the bag.
Okay, so I'll put my personal medicines, a whistle, and some bottled water.
So you'll put your personal medicines, I'll put a whistle, and you put some bottled water in the bag. I'll put a flashlight in.
Okay, so we have personal medicines, we have a whistle, we have 3 days of bottled water, we have a flashlight, and we will have a copy of the house keys.
Okay, so personal medicines, a whistle, 3-day bottled water, a flashlight, and a house key copy?
You nearly forgot, didn't you?
是钥匙吗?
Yes, it was. Using today's word power word, you nearly forgot, but you didn't. Now, we could keep going until we do start to forget, but we are running out of time, so we're going to leave it there. Include all these items, as many as you can, and hopefully you will be prepared for your next earthquake or typhoon. Take care, everybody. For A+ English, I'm Pat.
I'm Elsie.
Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
How to prepare an emergency bag. Warm-up question. What do you do to prepare for a typhoon?
Emergencies like earthquakes and typhoons often happen in Taiwan. You should prepare an emergency supply kit for your home. Follow these tips. Put drinking water, cans of food, batteries, and other things in the bag. Check the bag's contents once every 6 months. Don't forget any special supplies for pets, babies, or elders. Keep the emergency kits at your office or school and in your car, too. You must be able to get to the bag quickly. Practice opening and using the emergency bag with the other people in your home. Now you'll be ready for the next emergency. Earthquake. Earthquake. The earthquake shook the house and made the pictures fall off the walls. The earthquake shook the house and made the pictures fall off the walls. Prepare. Prepare. Heather prepared egg salad and later put it on bread to make sandwiches. Heather prepared egg salad and later put it on bread to make sandwiches. Check. Check. You should check your car's lights before you drive at night. You should check your car's lights before you drive at night. Forget, 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 forgot, forgotten. I forgot my coat at home, so I'm very cold today. I forgot my coat at home, so I'm very cold today.
认识字汇。
Emergency. Contents. Elder.